Hey YouTube, LegendofZame here, going to give you a couple more videos, and I just couldn't resist. I have to show you guys some monk spam, how to beat it and how to play with it, and show you how actually unreliable it is. So this will be my first one that I'll show you. I'll show you what most people like to call professional monk spam. And I'll show you what professional monk spam is, and I'll show you what non-professional monk spam looks like. So my opponent is a 8 gold, and I am an 8 silver, I believe. No, I think I was a 7 silver in this one. Yes, I was a 7 silver. So a bit of a rank difference there, but it's not usually rank that makes up the difference. It's usually the skill of the players. So I'll show you what ends up happening with this one, and I won't give away the result, but I'm going to show you an army that is extremely good to beat the type of army a lot of the high-ranked players tend to bring. I'll also be bringing more tournament videos shortly. I will be recording them tomorrow, I'm hoping to anyway, with Hannibal Bonaparte, each one of them, so I'm looking forward to doing that, and I hope you have been enjoying the tournament so far. Make sure to check out all the other guys' channels. We've got some great commentaries there. So first of all, I'm just going to pause it here. Actually, I'll put it in slow-mo. So I got 3 monks in back of all 5 chevrons. I have a katana samurai and another katana samurai. One has 1 chevron, and then 6 Yari Eshigar. One is a long Yari. One of my Yari has hold firm right here. My second spear is a Rand, and then I have 2 bows, a bow monk and a bow samurai. I also have a bow cav, and I think 4 Naginata attendants, and of course my general right here. I've given him a sweet hat with like little devil horns, and then that big spiky helmet. I love that. He's just got such an awesome hat. So anyway, I'm going to show you my opponent's army. Kipchak, some Russian, I do believe. It's from, I think, some Shogun 2 Russia clan or something like that. So up on front, he's got 4 Naginata monks, all with about 6 chevrons each, and then so that's 4, 5, 6, 7 monks with 7 chevrons on all of them. Then 3 monk cav with all with Warcry and some pretty insane stats. Yeah, he's also upgraded the bonus versus cav. And this one even has upgraded armor. So he's maxed out them. And he's got a general in the back here. He is a leader general. So right away, the first mistake my opponent made when he did this is he brought a rush army that is vulnerable to missiles. Now, I think his logic behind this was, okay, well, it's a rush, so my opponent is not likely to bring bows. But the type of army I like to bring against high-ranked players like 8 stars, which are usually very high-ranked, I love to bring powerful bows, because I know they're going to have some monks and some vulnerable units to missiles. And when I brought this, I knew that I needed a spear wall army in order to hopefully beat this guy. And I also brought katana samurai to give me a little bit of attack power, and my monks to really give me a hand in fighting this. And I've also played retainers that give me some pretty insane melee defense stats. So my long Yari has 18 melee defense, and like if I have hold firm on this one, it's got 16 melee defense and 28 bonus versus cav, and then like 6 melee attack and 10 morale. It's pretty powerful. And he's going to run all of his monk cav into the forest here. I did not bring any cav, and I think he saw this right away. And I've played Hannibal Bonaparte on this map at one point, and he mopped the floor with me because I forgot about his love for ninjas, and I didn't bring ninjas, and I forgot about his ninjas, and so it was a mistake for me right now. It was pretty funny. We actually got matched up against each other just randomly. It was pretty funny. But so I'm going to win the rush to the hill. And I'm going to use my bow cav to kind of pick off as many monks as I can before the main engagement begins. He's got about 16 melee attacks, 16 morale, 17 attack, 20 melee defense. Yeah, that's pretty much what he's got in every single one of his monks. It was pretty. They've got some pretty insane stats, those monk units there. So we're gonna take it out of slow-mo. He's trying to get his cav behind me there. So I'm trying to set up my army here in the best position. So here I'm setting up, and my bows are going to begin to fire, and there they go. As you can see, I'm already damaging this monk to quite a bit just from my bow cav, which are hiding way over here, and they're going to continue to shoot. And I'm going to throw my Yari wall up front, which is what you should do with this type of an army. He's also got a Walker Raider with 9 chevrons. So this guy's got some pretty insane stats, but he's using retainers that nerf the stats. So right away, he's going to engage my long Yari with most of his troops, which is the worst thing he can do, and he's melee blobbing. So he's going to run straight into my spear wall, and he's also going to try and get around the flank with this Walker Raider. And I'm having a little bit of micro lapses here, but I'm getting my Nagi attendants over there. And now I'm engaging him here. He's trying to sneak past me there. But now my attendants are in position to block both his cav over here, and his Walker Raiders are trying to sneak around. But he's also bringing some cav over this side to chase down my bow cav. And this unit right here is already losing very badly. And it's already starting to waver, and he's just popped war cries right there. But I've inspired this unit, and it's cleaning house. It's got 100 kills, and it's only lost about 40 of its men. This one is not doing so good, and neither is this attendant unit, and this spear is not working so good. And he's just broken through my long Yari there. But now I have my second spear wall, and I'm going to begin to start shooting at him. So I'm trying to hold off these units as long as possible. His Waco Raiders are already dying. My spears are doing quite well. And here comes his monk cav. And I'm going to send in my attacking units because I think I've reduced his troops to the point where they're pretty weak. And I'm going to, I think, pop a hold firm here shortly. And I'm sending in all my monks now. Because I've used up quite a bit of his war cry, and this spear unit actually wins, and he runs right past it, which is kind of funny. And I'm still shooting his units, and he's charged my spear. I think I pop off a hold firm. I'm quite sure I did. But he just doesn't seem to be popping. Come on, where's my hold firm? Come on. I think I'm about to war cry him here shortly, because my units all have war cry, and that's kind of the reason for bringing monks. And I've managed to absolutely decimate this cav unit without even losing my Yari Ashigaru, but they should be using hold firm. I guess I never needed hold firm. But right here, he actually gets right into my general, but I have a Katana Samurai sitting right there, but that doesn't seem right. I think this replay was glitched a little bit. Or at least it wasn't glitched to the point where I lose or something along that line. But I'm shooting his monk cav, which is usually a good idea. And I'm going to throw all my spear units in after I've just finished killing his general. So the way you've got to fight these monk unit spams is you've got to bring Yari Wall. Well, Yari Wall is the best way to beat a monk army. Monk armies are vulnerable to missiles, so bring missiles. Bring as many bows as you possibly, or bring powerful bows. Bring at least 2 highly powered bows, or even 3 if you can afford it. And then bring spears like I did. Get them into hold firm. Make sure a long Yari is out in front, and make sure you have at least 1 or 2 with hold firm, and then some monks, and possibly even Katana Samurai, and make sure you have lots of attendant units to kill their monk cav if they try and hammer an anvil. So that's probably my best example of professional monk spam. But as you can see, it was pretty well destroyed. I got some pretty insane kills out of that. My bows did amazing. My spears did amazing. They just did absolutely excellent. And he failed to use his general right. He also didn't go into standard fight or rally. He used rally, but he didn't really use it effectively. So I'm going to get you the next one as soon as I can. I hope to give you a bunch of 2v2s. I played with Arc Trooper 24. He was a lot of fun. I'm hoping I can give you those soon yet. Now this is a non-professional monk spam. And he's got one of those names that kind of suggests, I don't know, low level of play. I don't know, it's just my experience. But they've just got these random numbers and signs all over the place, and I just don't really get it. I think this is a little more straightforward, don't you think? Anyway, this is played on the Forest Gully map, so this is not a rush army map, so neither of us should be will be bringing a rush army, or this shouldn't be a rush map. And I'll show you my build as soon as I get into the battle map. Okay, I think it's about to go now. I played this game, I think, just yesterday, actually. Yes, I played it just yesterday. Yesterday, meaning when I recorded this. I could upload it for the next week, I don't know. I plan to record it right away, but, I mean, getting all tongue-tied. Okay, so I'll introduce you to my build here quick. I got 2 Nagi attendants, a bow samurai, and a bow monk. Of course, my 200 range, not my best monk, but a very, very high caliber one. And then I've got 2 5 chevron Naginatas and 2 4 chevron Naginatas. My first Imperial foot, and I think I have my second Imperial foot. No, I did not bring them. And then I got 3 monks, a 1 chevron, a 2 chevron, and a non-veteran. Kind of to give me the war cry, because I thought likely this player would bring monks because he's a 9-star, bronze, not silver. And my extra capabilities here will be my bow cav right here. 2 bow cav and 2 yari cav and my fire cav. Now look at this. This is the most unbelievably stupid spam I've ever seen. He's brought, I mean literally like 18 unupgraded monks. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh man. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. He's got about 16 monks, and then 2 Nagi attendants, and his general, which is a melee general. Almost completely maxed out melee general. So, seeing what he's brought, and knowing that he can't have any more units than that, I'm just going to run my bow cav up there, and my other cav is going to be there just in case he's got a sneaky little trick. And he's going to try and capture this sword dojo. And this is not a rush map, or at least not in my experience. I never rush on this map. I wouldn't recommend rushing on this map. I'd recommend defensive because there's a lot of hills and very good position. So I've quickly captured the shrine. I think I will have it shortly here. But we'll switch back to my other area here. I'll give you a bit of perspective. So they're taking pot shots at these monks over here. Let's get a view what it looks like to be shot at. So this unit's going down pretty rapidly. This unit isn't dying very much because I'm not really shooting it quite as much. I'm trying to get off as many kills as I can before he gets near my lines. The more kills I inflict beforehand, the better I will do. And this army is just ridiculously pathetic. Like, monk spam like this is no trouble to beat. Like, Naginata spam like this, on the other hand, is much harder to beat because you can't just shoot it to death. It's really the numbers is what it does here. Yeah, yeah, so I'm basically just shooting him up. He makes what looks like an attempt to go after my vocab with his general, but I've got all these cav here. He would die in an instant. Let's see if I can find his general. There's his general. There he is. Pretty generic armor. So I got the morale shrine already, and I'm already shooting at him. I'm gonna do massive amounts of damage, and I'm also targeting his general a little bit because I want to reduce him because he's got no penalty against spears, and he's gonna banzai in here shortly. I'm not sure exactly when he does it, but he does. And I'm still shooting with my vocab, some Nagi attendants and stuff, so that's a bit of a mistake. So I'm gonna withdraw my bows now. Now I'm gonna turn on the whistling arrows and shoot his monks before they can engage my mines, so that I can make sure that they rout pretty quickly. And he's put all of his units into loose formation, which isn't going to do that much, especially because they're so vulnerable to missiles. So he's just going to run into me here. And a little trick with Naginata Samurai, don't charge. Apparently, Naginata Samurai with high melee defense, what you want to do is just let them take the charge. They do better when they take the charge than they do charging. So, a little bit of information there. He's caught one of my vocab, but that allows the rest of my cav to get away, so I just leave it. And now he's going to start his war cry spamming on me. But my units are hardly even in the orange, and all of his units are already in the red, and I haven't even popped a war cry yet. And he's still war crying me, and all he's doing is just flat out rushing me, and he's still wavering. In fact, he even broke through one of my lines, but that's because I was spread so thin. But I've got into his general now with my Yari cav, and my fire cav is going to follow up. Like, I mean, this just really is kind of a sad idea of a spam. It just doesn't work. Like, monk spam is not that powerful, really. Some of it, if the player is smart with monk spam, it can be pretty deadly, but if the player isn't smart with monk spam, then it's going to be hard to lose that. I've never lost a monk spam battle where they have actually played smart. I've played monk spam. I've lost to monk spam where they've played smart because it's just way overpowered, some of it, if the player is smart. But now I finally popped a war cry, and all of his units have pretty much routed. It's over. His general's dead. His units are just about to die. My monks and my whole army is pretty much still intact. And here it's going to end. So that replay wasn't glitched, so that's good. But this guy had the idea that he started swearing at me for some unknown reason. Because I beat him, I don't know. It was a bit of a sad sport about that. But I guess the replay is just gonna freeze here. But yeah, so that's unprofessional monk spam, and you've seen professional monk spam and seen that it is quite beatable. So I hope you learned something from this. With the trick with Naginatas, the spear wall strategy is probably the best monk spam defeating army out there. I haven't run into any way that it can be beaten except if your general gets sniped and it's a leader general, then you're in trouble. But other than that, I have had that happen to me actually once. But other than that, it's pretty solid army. So anyway, that would be the end of this lesson on monk spam. So I hope you learned something. I don't know. It'll be fixed soon, I'm quite sure. So maybe this is all going to be totally pointless, but whatever. I hope you enjoy. And so that's the end of these battles. So I'll get you some more tournament videos as soon as I can.